Hi, I'm Dr. Kenneth Mark, board-certified dermatologist and fellowship-trained Mohs skin cancer surgeon and cosmetic dermatologist, subspecializing in Mohs skin cancer surgery and virtually all aspects of cosmetic surgical dermatology. The background of laser resurfacing for recent times begins with the carbon dioxide laser, which I trained on during my fellowship. It was an amazing machine as far as results were concerned. You could eliminate wrinkles, not every single wrinkle 100%, but you could dramatically decrease the appearance of wrinkles, especially fine lines. You could, in many cases, replace a facelift or prevent a facelift, and you could really make a person look significantly younger. It also worked fairly well for acne scarring. However, the problem is the downtime with this procedure. Number one, it hurt significantly to the point that it required general anesthesia. Number two, even after the procedure, patients were typically in pain and significant pain for a minimum of 7 to 10 days where they were bright red like a burn victim. Afterwards, it was not uncommon for these patients to be pink or even red for months and months down the road, often up to 6 to 10 months. So the pendulum swung from one direction of great results, but a lot of pain and suffering with the carbon dioxide resurfacing laser, all the way the other way to a bunch of non-ablative or lasers that did not burn off layers of skin and were, pretty much being touted as also helping with fine lines and wrinkles, but they never came anywhere close to what the carbon dioxide laser did. And these non-ablative lasers were basically the public's demand for instant gratification. The good news is there was no downtime at all. The bad news was there really wasn't that great of results either. Alas, the technology has very recently developed where the pendulum is swinging back towards the ablative laser, where for the first time in about 15 or 20 years, we really have something to be excited about in the world of ablative lasers for wrinkles in cosmetic surgical dermatology. But for this discussion, we'll stay focused with fractional carbon dioxide lasers, where they came up with the idea and said, hey, what if instead of burning off the entire layers of skin like we used to do with the carbon dioxide laser, but we burn off more than what we did with the lasers that didn't burn off any skin. We burn off part of this epidermis, but leave part of the epidermis intact so that there would be quicker healing time. And it makes sense. If you're not burning off the entire epidermis, by definition, you have less area to heal and less epidermis to fill in the gaps or the holes or the ablated areas or the burnt out areas, if you will. However, not all fractional lasers are created equal. People may be hearing lots about fractional lasers. It's kind of a buzzword in cosmetic dermatology or surgical dermatology today. Fractional this, fractional that. But not all fractional lasers accomplish the same thing. In fact, not all fractional lasers are even carbon dioxide lasers. But this is a fractional carbon dioxide laser, and it compares, in my opinion, very favorably to the other fractional carbon dioxide lasers. Many of the other carbon dioxide fractional lasers, patients require general anesthesia. So for people who are looking into having this procedure done, it's very important that they do their homework and do their research and know the differences between the different lasers. I particularly am a fan of the MiXto laser, which has a patented computerized generated laser beam. The interesting thing about this laser in particular, I don't know if the camera is picking it up, but turn towards me, please. Good. Is the beam of the laser does not come out in a sequential order. If the camera can show the 4 dots, you can see that the pattern is what we call non-sequential. This non-sequential pattern is one of the unique
aspects of this particular laser, and that's one of the reasons why this laser is tolerated with local anesthesia alone.
What happens is with the MiXto is it looks like the laser, if you were to look at the beam, in essence what it's doing is going 1, 2, 3, 4 like a Z, and then it goes back for the 5th pulse back up by where the first one was. So the fact that the pulses are not right next to each other, 1, 2, 3, 4, you're not stacking energy.